everyone. Welcome to Project Learn, a Reskill and Spark AR initiative aiming at upscaling tech enthusiasts on emerging AR technology with the help of workshops and hackathon and building a highly engaged Spark AR community. Through these workshops, you would be taught how to build your AR effects in Spark AR Studio with features that enhance the experience of Facebook and Instagram users. I am Anamika, and before we start the workshop, I would like to run through a small presentation to share the purpose, flow, application, and benefits of being a part of this program. As I mentioned, Project Learn aims at helping you kickstart your career in the domain of augmented reality by training you in the technology. The program structure is divided into three broad stages. In the first stage, we will walk you through Spark AR Studio and teach you how to create your first AR effect from scratch, which involves importing assets, face tracking, patch editor, and generating test link. In the second phase, we will move a step further, teaching you about advanced filters and share with you Spark AR policies before you finally submit your effect. Submission of your effect will get you a meta certification and access to resources that will help you to prepare for the hackathon. In the final phase, we will host hackathons at your college level and pan India level. You will be rewarded and recognized for your efforts and contribution. Before we move further, I'll quickly introduce Spark AR Studio to you all. Spark AR Studio is the tool used by a global community of creators and brands to create and share AR experiences using Facebook family of apps. An augmented reality is an interactive experience which digitally enhances what can be seen, heard, and touched in the real world. At the moment, we have over 600 million people using AR on Meta apps. Let's quickly have a look at what is happening in the world of AR. There are four key capabilities where AR is being used currently. To give you a brief insight on how AR is being used worldwide, we all have come across those face filters on Instagram where we can add a mask on our face. This is done by using the face tracking capability. IKEA, the popular Swedish chain of home furnishing stores, uses AR to help their customers choose the right furniture for their home through the world tracking capability. Similarly, while QR codes are normal to scan, we are now able to scan the pamphlets and business cards using target tracking. Similarly, body and hand tracking, the latest capability introduced, offers utility for the fashion and e-commerce brands, allowing users to try an outfit digitally before they click on purchase. These are a few effects which I'm pretty sure you must have come across while scrolling through your Instagram. The first one that you see, for example, here the hair color changes when a person is screaming or getting a phone call from a celebrity. AR also plays a very crucial role in escalating the gamifying experience by mapping the effects with facial expressions, gestures, and head movement. AR has played a very important role in the pandemic in bringing the world to your drawing room by emphasizing on the moment, by making the content much more interactive, enjoyable, and memorable. Having said this, what happens to the effect that I have created? Well, the effect that we create can be published on the Instagram user page, in the stories section, in the reels, and the most amazing part is that your effect is available for the audience worldwide to use and experience. Okay, now I'm done with creating my effects. I'm reaching out to the worldwide audience, but how does it help me professionally? So there are many ways in which you can use AR to to your advantage. So you can monetize on the platform by building interactive AR effects for brands and creators. You can become a AR UX researcher, AR developer, and educator. You can also leverage AR in your career by identifying and solving problems, and you can take AR career further by learning VR and XR. With so many advantages, both immediate and long term, I'm pretty sure you'll make the most of these workshops. We had shared a download link for Spark Air Studio with you in the email. I hope you have downloaded it. In case you haven't, please do it now. Now I'm going to hand over the virtual stage to Chavi Garg, who will be our mentor for the day. Chavi is an AR creator for last 2 years, and she has created some amazing AR effects during her journey. She was in the top 5 in the Meta Spark AR India Brand Challenge. Welcome, Chavi.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such an amazing introduction, and thank you so much for having me today in this workshop. Because today we will be understanding about Sparky our studio and how we can get started with it, and also we'll be understanding about augmented reality. So, thanks a lot for having me today. So,
What are we creating today, Shavi?
yes, ma'am.
What are we creating? What effect are we going to create today?
Okay, so today we will be creating a face filter in which we will be understanding that how we can use assets and how we can use the functionality of materials in it, and also we would be understanding more about the retouching as well at the same time.
Lovely. Over to you now. I won't take much of your time. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Let's take
sure.
it forward.
So, hello everyone. Thanks a lot for joining in the today's workshop. Today it's gonna be an amazing workshop. We would be understanding about so many functionalities, and it's gonna be an amazing experience for you also to get started with the new technology of augmented reality. Okay, so there is one thing that always comes to your mind whenever you think of jumping to a new technology is like, will it be great for me? Will I be able to get some good career opportunities in that? So in this workshop we would be understanding everything. We will be understanding that are there any career opportunities or not, will it be helpful for you, and how it would be help you in making you grow from 0 to 1. So today we'll be understanding everything. So first of all, let's understand what is actually AR. So basically, AR stands for augmented reality, and it is a technology that let you to superimpose the digital content over a real world environment. So, what sort of digital content it can be? When it comes to digital content, it can be images, it can be sound, it can be text, it can be any of these. When it comes to digital content, so you can just superimpose those digital content over the real world environment. So let's understand how you can actually do it. So when you think of like whenever you scroll your Instagram or Facebook, you see that there are various effects that are available. So when you go and check out like, let's take an example of a necklace effect. Okay, you can see that like right now I'm not having a necklace in my neck. So if I have if I use an effect in which there will be a virtual necklace. Okay, so what actually I am doing with AR, I am actually superimposing those digital content to the real world environment. So that's what actually augmented reality, and that's what we are going to understand, that how we can use those digital content to make something amazing. And also we would also be understanding how we can turn our like imaginations to the reality. Okay, so yeah, let's get started with our workshop. Before that, let's understand how you can actually download the Sparky Studio if you haven't yet. So I'll be quickly share my screen, and then you can understand that easily. First of all, you just need to search Sparky download, and you will be receiving this link. Just click on this link and click on the download, and then in there your Sparky Studio will start downloading, and the installation process is very much easy. So don't worry about that as well. That okay, will it be difficult? Will it require some thing that I really need to know? No, it's very easy. The installation process, the download process is very much easy. Just click on download and it's done. Okay, it's suitable for your Mac, your Windows. Okay, you can see that for which it is available, and if you check out, you can see that it's a never stop learning. Okay, so yeah, that's how you can just get started with your Spark AR Studio. Now we would be understanding more about it. So when like till you hello Madit, welcome to the workshop. Till you are downloading your Spark AR Studio, let's talk about some job opportunities as well, because ultimately career is the main focus of every student when they get started with a new technology. So AR is new technology, and it's also a future technology. So if you get started with this technology, you would be able to understand a lot of stuff. You can get started with metaverse as well at the same time. Also, this field will also give you an opportunity to have remote work as well. Like you can do freelancing, you can have some remote work, so it will help you in enhancing your skills. At the same time, it will give you the flexibility for your career as well. So this is a major thing that gives you. And also, like, there are various Spark AR hackathons that used to happen. uh, Meta always comes up with some amazing cool hackathons. It can be brand hackathons, it can be global hackathons, or like Diwali is on the way, so like Meta will be coming for Diwali hackathon as well. So there are various hackathons that are lined up in like few months. You can see like it's frequently happening. So when you go and check out them, you can just make a cool effect, make an amazing effect for the particular theme, and you might get into those top three, and you can get those amazing cool rewards at the same time. And also the recognition that you receive from Meta is truly immense and amazing. So that's how you can understand everything, and that's how you can get started with a new technology. So don't get worried about it. So now, I hope your Spark AI Studio is downloaded. So I'll just share my screen, and then we can understand how you can actually like how your Spark AI Studio is going to be look like, and how will it be when you open it. Okay, yeah. So that's how it's gonna be look like when you actually open your Spark AR Studio. Okay, this is the way it is, and let's understand each functionality one by one. So when you see that, yeah, this is the Spark AR Studio, you can see that there is a first option, that is of create new. You just when you go to the create new option, you get three options: that you can get started with a blank project, that you can have some sharing experience, or you can have the video calling experience. So let's understand every functionality, each functionality one by one and step by step. So when you get an option to choose the type of AR experience you want to create, you need to understand one thing, that okay, what sort of experience. Now when it comes to the sharing experience, here you can just drag your mouse and you can see that AR for stories, reels, posts, and messages. Okay, if you are making an effect which you want it to be used on your stories, reels, posts, and messages, then you can just go for it, have the sharing experience in it. If you want that AR effect, you are making it is for the real time calls. Okay, then what like for example, like if we are having a real time calls, like if you are having a video chat, video call with any of your friend or family, then that time there might be some cool face filter that you would love to add on onto your face. So you can use this video calling experience at the same time. So that's how the functionalities has been differentiated. When you go to the blank project, what you can do, you can make a filter, and accordingly while making the filter, you can understand, okay, I am making this effect for this particular experience and for this particular functionality. So that's how it actually works. Now moving further with it, we have various templates that are available to us. Okay, so we'll be checking out and understanding how it is helpful for us. So when you see that there are various templates, there is an audio visualizer, there's a group board, there's also an effect in which you can see the background. You can also see that there are animated posters that are coming up on the screen. Okay, there's a body movement might be used for some dance related reel. You can make an effect for that. So you can see there's also a mask effect. So you can see that there are various templates that are available in front of you. So you can just go for one, you can have a look on it, and also you can start using it. You can use it to make your work easy. If you're a beginner, you can just check out these effects. It will help you to explore more about Spark AR, and also it will help you to like when it comes to your interest, then also it's too good. You can see when I clicked on this hair color effect, so that's how it's going to be look like. That's how the scene panel and asset panel, I'll be explaining everything, so don't get worried about it. Okay, everything is to be done. You can see that's how they attached all the patches, and that's how it is to be done. So it is like template will give you an immense experience when you want to get started with a new project, when you get started with a new technology. So yeah, he okay. Else I need to switch back to okay. So there's one question that Modit wants to understand is see when it comes to Ubuntu, obviously it is not available for that. So what you can do, you can have some virtual machine for it, and then in there you can use SparkAir, because SparkAir is for the Mac and for the Windows only. So you can use some virtual machine, or you can switch back to the Windows if you want to. So these are few options that you can go for it. I would prefer virtual machine rather than just switching up. Okay, that would be a better thing that you can do. If you have a good gaming laptop, obviously you can go with virtual machine. It won't hamper your laptop, and also it would be really great for you also to have both the stuff at the same time. So having the Ubuntu Linux and also having the Windows at the same time, that's how you can maintain both the things. So I hope I answered your question. If you have any sort of doubt, you can just drop it in the comment section. I would be happy to take them up. Yeah. And so we understood about the Spark AI Studio. We understood how the functionalities work in the Create New. Now let's jump to the Learn section. You can see that there are various effects that are available. You can just get started with it. Like for example, you want to understand how actually scripting works. So for that, there's a proper video that has been made by the AR creators. You can have a look into it, and you can understand that how you can create an effect with scripting. So that's how there are various videos that are available. You can check the level as well, for intermediate, for beginner, or for some advanced. Okay, you can understand that what sort of like level you are at, and what sort of video you want to get started with it. And also there are various face references are also available, so you can have a look onto it as well. It's really amazing at the same time, because it will make you like for example, if you're making a face filter, so like adding a mask onto your face, so every person has a different face structure. So if you are like having, so it is very important to like understand that okay, how you are making an effect, how the effect would be working on different face structures. So it is very much important to have a look into onto this article. It will help you to understand more about the face references assets. And also you can check out some recent object. You can open your project from your like laptop, and also you can see that how the creator community is currently working. You can see that how it's working. This is the Spark AR community, this is the global community. Okay, you can see that the people used to put various effects every day, and also you can see that they receive replies also. So it's a very helpful community. You can have a look into it, you can join in, and it's very much amazing and great at the same time. So let's get started with our blank project. When you click on the plus, now the screen will be open, and that's how it's going to be look like. So when you go to this and understand this, you can have a look onto it. At the top left corner there's a scene panel, and at the top and at the left bottom corner you can see that there's a asset panel, and at the right you can see that there are the properties and the transformation that you would be making up with the materials and everything. So let's understand what is actually the scene panel is. So when you actually hop to the scene panel, you can see that there's a device, there's a camera, focal distance, ambient line, directional right, and there are so many things. Okay, so let's understand every functionality one by one. Okay, so okay, so let's get started with it. Like for example, this is my device. Okay, now this is like when we are talking about the scene panel, what all things that were available there. One was the device, and in the device there's a camera, and then there's a focal distance. Okay, so basically let's understand every functionality one by one. It's a very basic science concept that is used here. So you can see that there's a device. Okay, now in this device is a camera. Okay, so there's a difference between the camera and me. Okay, okay. So now that particular distance is the focal distance that is meant here, and also there's light that is like talked about the ambient light, about the direction light, how light is like coming onto your face, onto your like onto the person, the whole person. Okay, so it is being talked about that. Now let me again share my screen, and let's work on some more functionalities at the same time. Yeah, so here you can look into the asset panel, which is available on the bottom left. In the asset panel there are two things that are available. One is that you can import from your computer, and also you can have a look onto the asset library. Asset library is such an amazing like thing that is available in the Spark app, which actually helps you every time. Okay, so you can have a look into the asset library as well. When you actually look at the right side, you can see that there are the properties and the transformation. So you can understand one thing, like for example, you want to make some changes like if you want to change the position of the image, or like for example you want to scale it, or you want to rotate a particular material, so you can do everything onto the right side in the properties and the transformations that is available. Now moving further with it, we'll be jumping to the asset library soon. Let's understand more functionalities and we'll jump onto it. So now you can see here's the viewport. You can see that there's a mode. You can understand that in which mode you want to edit. You can edit in 3D objects mode. You can edit in the 2D objects mode. That's how it's going to be look like when you change the mode. Let's jump to the 3D again. And now there are various filter that is like, for example, if I'll uncheck this, so obviously things are going to be changed. Okay, so okay, now you can see in the view, you can change the view, how you are actually viewing it. So you can have a look at, like for example, right. You can have it a look from the back. You can have the look from the top. So that's how you can also view it. It will help you in like in making of the filter. It will give you an immense experience that how the effect is being working and how the effect is being looking. So that's how you can work on these functionalities, use these functionalities. And also here you can see that there are three things that are available. One is adjust the position. Okay, when it comes to adjust the position, you can just adjust the position of the material if like by just dragging. And when you go to this, you can just rotate the object. Okay, or you can objects, you can just rotate it. It is very much easy to do so. And when you go to this one, you can also edit the scale. Okay, you can understand how you can edit the scale. Now scale actually refers to resizing that particular object that you want to do. So that's how the functionalities are being differentiated. So let's get started with our AR effect today. So in the asset library, what we're gonna do, we'll import images from our computer. Let's go and import some images to it quickly. When we add some images, then only it's going to be, yeah, let's add two things to our asset library. Okay, so I've added two things to my asset library. Now here you can see that how it is being looking like. So you can understand this. Now moving further with it, what you can see that now two textures have been added to the asset library. Now we'll jump to the scene panel, and we'll be adding some amazing functionalities to it. Okay, when you click on the plus, you can see that there are various objects that are available in the scene panel. Like there's a face tracker available, or you can see that there are various things that are available. Like for example, there's a face tracker, there's a plane tracker, and also when you scroll it down, you can see that there are 3D objects that are also available into your scene panel. You can have a look onto it. You can add 3D objects as well to it, like when you want to. Thank you so much, Ayan. Yeah. What is Spark AI used for? So Spark AI Studio is a software that is used to make effects for Instagram and Facebook, and it's a very amazing software because it will help you to get started with your AR like technology. If you are not a coder, if you have no idea about how you about coding or anything, it won't like affect you. Okay, you can get started with the Spark AI technology if you are from any domain. Okay, and Spark AI and Unity 3D is very different because ultimately when you go to the Unity 3D, there are various prerequisites that are required. Okay, when you want to get started with that, so these are very two different things. Okay, so this is the main difference that I can share with you. Now moving further with it, what you can see that we have added the textures. Now when we click on this plus button, there are 3D objects that are available, 2D objects, some lights and effects that are available. So what we are going to do, we are first going to add a face tracker. Now why we actually added a face tracker to it, reason being because we are making a face effect, okay, in which we would be having some materials onto our face, and we would be adding some retouching as well onto our face to add some beauty effect to it. Okay, that's how it's going to be look like. Now moving further with it, when we go to our face tracker, we'll click on we'll right click and also add one object to it. So there are various objects that are available, but for now I want to add the face mesh object. Reason being, again, I need to work onto the face. So I need to track the whole face, how the face is moving. It is moving from this side to this side. So I need to track the whole face, and I need to understand the movement of the face as well at the same time. So that's the reason that I just added this one. So that's how it is to be done. Now moving further with it, what you need to do when you go to your face mesh. Okay, okay, you can just apply a retouching to it. Now, like, add one material to it. When you click on the material, what it needs to be done, you need to rename your material to beauty. Let's keep the material name as beauty because we are adding a retouching, like we are adding smoothing to your face. So that's how it's going to look like. Now you can see that right now your face is looking like this. You, when you see on the right side there are various properties that are available. Okay, there is a property of shader type. There is a property of shader properties are available, tiling options and render options. There are so many things that are available for now. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to understand that which one you actually need to make, and also which one you need to use. So for now we will be using the shader type. Okay, now when we will be using the shader type, what you need to do, you need to just click on this, on these options, and you need to understand which shader type you want to get started with it. For now you can see that how the shader type works. When you click on the face paint, it's being changed. Physically ways, it's changed. Again, when you click on flat, it's totally changed. So we would be applying the retouching. Here you can see skin smoothing. Let's keep the skin smoothing to around 90. So that's how the skin has been like smooth with this particular shader. That's how it works, and it's so amazing to do so. Reason being, like, without adding any sort of makeup or anything like that, you actually added like a retouching beauty effect to it, and which is actually amazing. Now moving further with it, what we would be doing, we would be adding some cool materials to our face, onto our face tracker. So let's right click onto our face tracker and add an object of let's add null object. Okay, why we actually added null object, I'll click on this plus, and here you can see that whenever you click on any of these object, you get a description onto this right side. So when you go to the face tracker, it will tell you that what face tracker does and how it is being used for. So now, in the same case, when you go to this null object, you can see that it is written that it is a container that is used to group objects. So this is the main work of null object that it used to do. So now the question comes that what sort of objects that I need to group. So we would be adding some 2D objects to it. Like we'll add plane, not actually 2D objects for now. We'll add the 2D objects later. Now we'll add one more plane to it. So that's how I will be adding the 2D the objects to my null object. So now let's keep the name of the first plane to the panda plane. Okay, yeah. So I just renamed it, and also like if you come up with any question, I would be happy to take them all onto the comment section. Please do ask questions. I would be happy to take them. Cool. Now, hello, Isha. Moving further with our workshop, now you can see that we actually added a panda plane to our effect. Now, what you need to do when you go to the right side, for now, like when you click on the plane one, you can make it not visible. Okay, let's not make it visible for now because we are working with the first plane. So when you go to this panda plane, you can add a material to it. Okay, when you click on the plus button, a new material has been added. And also you can work with the functional, like with the position, scale and rotation of the like plane as well. Like for example, you can see right now I have checked this adjust the position, so I can just drag and drop and also adjust the position, okay, of my plane. When you click on this one, this is the edit the scale. Here I can edit the scale of it. I can like for example, let's pause it. Here I can like scale it like this. I can work on the scaling part as well at the same time using this functionality. So that's how it is to be done, and that's how it looks like. Now, moving with the functionalities, as I have added the material, now you can see at the left bottom side, one material has been added of the name of material 0. Let's name it as the panda material. Okay, when you name it as a panda material, what you need to do, you need to add a texture to it. Now obviously we'll be adding a panda texture to it, but again you can see that okay, now this panda, I really don't want this one. So what I'll go, I'll click on flat, and yeah, it's looking better. So let's pause the video. Now when I just pause the video, what you need to do, you need to go just click on this panda plane and let's drag it. Okay, I'll need to change the option. Just drag it and drop it somewhere here. Okay, now that's how it's going to be look like. So this is the functionalities that needs to be done. Okay, now after moving with the functionalities, what you need to do, we would be adding some more plane to it. Okay, we would be adding some more functionalities to it. So let's understand how we can get started with it. When you go to the plane one, you can make it first of all visible. Okay, when you make it visible, let's rename it as the left or plane. Okay, when you name it as the left offering, what you need to do, you actually need to add a material to it at the same like the same way. You need to create a new material, and let's name the material as the material. Okay. Now, when you name it like this, you will be needing to add a texture to it. When you need to add a texture, so that's how it is being added. But now you can see it is way too large. So what you need to change the scale. So let's change the scale to 0.4 and 0.4 and 0.4. Okay, that's how it's going to be look like. Then after that, let's drag this and keep it somewhere here. Now we'll make a duplicate of it. Okay, when you make a duplicate of it, let's rename it, because we will be making this for the right cheek. So let's make it like this. When you click on this, you can see that it is being added. What you need to do, just click on this right plane and drag this and keep it somewhere here. So that's how it's going to be look like. Okay, so it's very easy to do. So now we would be adding some more functionalities to it. Okay, now when you click on play, you can see now the whole thing is being like moving with the image, with the like face. So let's add some more functionalities to it for now. um, yeah, let's pause it and add some more amazing functionalities to it. We'll be needing one canvas for it because we would be adding some 2D objects for now. So what we would be needing a canvas. You can see it is a container for laying out 2D objects and making them responsive to the size of the screen. So when you click on insert, it is being inserted. Now when you right click on it, you can add an object to it. You can add 2D text to it. Okay, when you add a 2D text, and also we would be needing to add yeah, so we have added a 2D text to it. So when we added a 2D text, when you go to the right side, you can see that there are various properties that you can play around with. You can play around with the layer. You can also change the width and the height of the text, and also you can change the position of it. After that, you can also change the text. You can like you can change the text like this. So there's no issue. And also here you can drag it, and that's how it's going to look like. It's very easy to do so. But for now, what we are going to do, we are not going to add a text like this. We are going to insert um, current time, or we can say day of the week, or we can have various things that are available to us. We can add some date, some day of the week, and also latitude value as well. It's totally up to us. So for now, what we would be adding the day of the week. Okay, that's how it's going to be look like. Then after that, you can also change the font size. You can also change the font color if you want to. Yeah, let's change the font color to this blue. Okay, and also you can change the font as well. You can see that how font has been changed. It's looking quite good, so let's not change it. Yeah, perfect. So that's how you can play around with the 2D text as well. Let's create a duplicate of it, and let's name the first one is the day of the week. And let's add the time text. So what we are going to, we'll just clear this text box, and we'll insert time in short. When we have added it, we need to drag it and show it somewhere here. Let's keep it somewhere here like this. Let's go to this and drag it somewhere here. Or you can also place it onto, you can also rotate it. It is very easy to do so. Let's change the color of the time text as well. What you can do, you can just click on the time text and you can change the color of it. It is very easy to do so. Yeah. So what we would be needing. Also, if you come up with any sort of question, please do ask in the comments below. I would be happy to take them. Okay. Now, what we need to do, we'll just change the color as well of our text. Let's keep it some red. Yeah, that's how it's going to be look like. Okay. Now, we can add some more and more functionalities to it. Now we would be exploring asset library. So this is a time that we would be exploring the asset library, how it actually works and how it looks like. So now somehow our filter is made. Now we would be understanding that how asset library works and how we can add some more things, some more objects to our effect. Okay. Now, when we go to our asset library, you can see that, yeah, you can add some 3D objects, you can add some music and sound as well. Okay, you can add various things, various functionalities to it if you want to. You can add some textures, you can add some blocks. Blocks are important part. Okay, you can add some script package as well if you want to. So that's how you can use AR library at the same time. So that's how your effect will be made, and that's how it's going to be look like. Okay, now let's understand how to go further with your effect functionality. When you can see that in the left bottom side that you can add some experience. When you click on the add experience, okay, you can add some experience onto your effect, insert it, and then click on done. After clicking on done, you can send it to your Instagram or Facebook, or like whichever you are comfortable with. Okay, I have sent the link to test this effect onto my Instagram, and I will be receiving the notification uh, over there, and then I can just click onto the particular notification, and then I can check out that effect on me, how it's going to be look like. I can make a demo video out of it. And also, for example, if you didn't receive the notification due to any sort of glitch, what you can do, you can have the test link here as well. You can just copy this and you can use it. Now what you can do, you can click, when you click on the publish, you can just click on upload, and that's how it is being uploaded onto the Spark AR hub. So yeah, that's how it's going to be done. And it's a very great experience for you as well to get started with your first ever effect, and to get understand those functionalities such an easy way, because Spark AR is an amazing platform to get started with your new technology journey. So yeah, you should go for it at least for once. So let's name our object. Okay. Now let's also, what we can do, we can have some specific platforms to make it visible. Now moving further with it, keep it public, so that like if you are sharing that link with anyone, so that the person can understand and how it works. So it is very important to keep the effect public. Now moving further with it, you need to add some categories. Like for example, it was appearance, it was selfie, it was love, and also there were animal. So that's how the categories would be chosen. Now we can add some keywords as well. Like we added, um, like for example, we added date and time functionalities, and also how the person would be finding this effect onto the like when the person is clicking onto the browse effects. So what sort of keywords a person would be typing and would be receiving this effect. And that's how you can add up to 20 keywords to describe your effect. After that, when you go to the next option, it is a demo video. You just need to upload a demo video onto the particular file extension that are available. You can upload your file over here of the demo video, as I have mentioned, that you can test it on your device while testing your effect. When you are testing that effect onto your device, make a demo video out of it, and you can just upload it over here. When you upload it, what you need to do, you just need to click on submit button. So that's how you can actually submit your Spark AR effect, and it's very easy to do so, and it's very amazing. So yeah, let's also understand that how you can submit your effect onto the Spark AR hub. Let's understand that functionality as well at the same time. Now when you go to your Spark, how, like you just need to search Spark AR hub onto Google, and that's how you would be going to the Spark AR hub. Now when you go to Spark AR hub, that's how your Spark AR hub is going to look like. Okay, and you can see that we are I'm getting these impressions and everything. And also you can see that about your insights, your lifetime insights. It's totally up to you how you want to see it. When you go to your effect, um, you get these options. The one is to share. When you click on the share, when you click on to this particular link, the link has been copied to your clipboard. So that's how you can share the effect URL. okay, and paste it onto the form. And then after that, copy the effect ID and paste it into the submission form, and copy the owner ID and also paste it into the submission form. So that's how you can fill up your submission form. Now let's talk about the Spark AR policies as well. Let's understand what is there for you. While making an effect, it is very much important to like keep this in your mind, that what sort of policies like you need to have it before making an effect. So let's understand. The part one is the effects. Obviously the your effect must be responsive and should not be running with lagging. So let's keep this in your mind. And also effect must load in a reasonable amount of time. It is very much important. Okay. Now apart from that, whenever you are doing using the visual text and the intent, so keep this in your mind, how you are using it, what sort of you are using it. Now moving further with it, when you go to the part two, there's a thing of metadata and the media. So like names must not be duplicated, and also it must not contain the Instagram account the effect is attributed to. Okay, so don't add this because it violates the like policies. And also when you are making the demo video or you are using the icons, so in that case as well, try to keep this in your mind that okay, the you are not using the real time simulation that are available into the Spark AI Hub for the demo videos or for the icons, else your effect will be rejected. So try to use your own like face for your demo videos or for your icons. That is uh, being said. Now, when you go to the part three, there are AR content standards. There's the AR community standards and also the Instagram community guidelines that you need to keep in your mind and you need to understand. You can check it out. And also, there's a suitability for user base as well. The content must not be shocking. It must not promote any illegal product, and also it must not promote alcohol. And so you actually need to keep this in your mind. It is very much important, else your effect would be rejected. And no spamming or no misleading should be there into your effect. So yeah, I guess that's all for the today's workshop. It was really great having you all today, and it was an amazing experience for me at the same time. If you get stuck somewhere, you can just drop your queries onto the comment section, and we would be happy to solve them. And yeah, would be happy to see you again in the next workshop, and we will be talking about some other functionalities. So and also I'm hoping to see some great effects from your side super soon. Would be happy to see your creations over the submission form, so don't forget to submit your AR effects over there. So thank you so much everyone for joining in today, and it was really great having you all. And also also don't forget to submit your effect. So just give me a second, I'll be like sharing the submission form with you over the comments, because it is very much important for you to submit. Obviously you will be receiving a meta certificate if you submit your if effect over the submission form. So don't forget to do so. It is very much important. So now I'll just give me a second. I'll be sharing the submission form with you over the comment section. Let me just copy it. Yeah, it's submission form. Just give me a second. Perfect. So yeah, here you can see the submission form. Okay, you can just go to this link and you can submit your amazing creation, and I would be again happy to see them all. Okay, so yeah, would be waiting for your great creations, and thanks a lot everyone for joining in today. We would be again meeting in the next workshop super soon. Thanks a lot.